Chapter 16. Masks and Mechanics. The robotics lab smelled like solder and machine oil, a sharp contrast to the perfumed locker rooms and polished gym floors Mira usually haunted. Rows of half-finished drones, mechanical arms, and tangled wires covered every table. For once, Mira felt completely out of place. Arjun Patel, head of the robotics club, barely glanced up when she entered. His dark hair stuck up in chaotic spikes. Safety goggles perched on his forehead. "Cheer practice is down the hall," he said dryly, fiddling with a circuit board. Mira folded her arms. "Nice to see you too." He finally looked up, eyebrows raising. "Wait, you're serious?" Mira cayed. "In the robotics lab. Did someone lose a bet?" "I need your help," she said simply. That got his attention. He set the board aside, leaning back in his chair. "Help with what?" "Picking out a new glitter routine. Because I'm more of a gears and code guy." Mira resisted the urge to roll her eyes. This was why she hadn't come sooner. To people like Arjun, she was just a pretty face, a hotshot cheerleader who floated through life on looks and charm. And to be fair, she'd leaned into that image. Being untouchable had been easier than being vulnerable. But now vulnerability was all she had. "I know what people say about me," she said, forcing her voice steady. "That I'm just surface. That I don't belong anywhere but on a stage or a magazine cover. But that's not who I am. And I can prove it." Something in her tone must have landed, because Arjun tilted his head, studying her more carefully. "Prove it how?" Mira took a breath. The hum in her chest stirred, urging her forward. She lifted her hand, just slightly, and let a thread of silver glyphs slip free. They hovered above her skin, glowing softly, bending the light. Arjun's mouth fell open. "Holy, that's not a hologram. That's real," Mira finished. "And dangerous. I don't understand it, but I need to. I think you can help me." He stood slowly, pushing his chair back. "You're asking me to get involved in something that looks like it came out of a cyberpunk fever dream. Why me?" "Because you're smart enough not to run away," Mira said, "and because you'll see the patterns I can't." Arjun rubbed his face with both hands, muttering, "This is insane." Then, reluctantly, "All right, but if I end up possessed by your magic Wi-Fi powers, I'm blaming you." Despite herself, Mira laughed. It felt good, even if only for a second. But the moment didn't last. Because on her way out of the lab, still buzzing from Arjun's hesitant agreement, Mira's phone buzzed. A notification. Then another, and another. It wasn't the gossip boards this time. It was a direct message from Apex Modeling Agency. Her breath caught. They wanted her for a feature campaign. National coverage. A chance to be everything she'd been told she was born for. Beautiful, adored, unforgettable. The life she'd once dreamed about before glyphs and noise and static nightmares was suddenly dangling in front of her, within reach. Mira's fingers hovered over the screen. She could almost see it, the spotlight, the applause, the adoration. A world where she didn't have to be the girl who fought shadows. But the hum in her chest pulsed sharply, reminding her she wasn't just that girl anymore.